बचपन में कहानी सुनी थी। दो बंदर थे, एक बिल्ली थी। दो बंदर में लड़ाई होती रही रोटी के लिए और बिल्ली रोटी खा गई। आज भी दो बंदर लड़ रहे हैं, यूएस, चाइना, इज़राइल, ईरान। भारत बिल्ली कैसे बने और उनकी रोटी कैसे खा जाए?
सर ये तो नहीं पता, ये मैंने कहानी नहीं सुनी, लेकिन लेकिन I can tell you there are 2-3 things which I would like to say from a military perspective here. For a very long time we have been a very benign nation, and it's not okay, because if the last 1 year has taught us anything, and even before that, I mean throughout history, thousands of years, but especially the last 1 year has taught us that there is no right and wrong and there is no morality. People do whatever they wish to do and the world adjusts accordingly. The world would adjust. First of all, I think, जो हमारे अंदर ये बात है कि हम लोग कहते हैं वासुदेव कुटुंबकम, आपने सुना होगा ये सब ना, ये फंडामेंटली गलत हैं ये चीजें. दे आर फंडामेंटली रॉन्ग, बिकॉज आपको दिख रहा है वर्ल्ड इज योर फैमिली, कुछ आपको समझ में आ रहा है, थोड़ा सा प्रेशर आता है एंड इट्स डॉग ईट्स डॉग. थोड़ा सा प्रेशर आता है. व्हेन एवरीथिंग इज पिक्चर परफेक्ट, व्हेन द मार्केट्स आर गुड, एवरीबडी इज मेकिंग मनी, एवरीबडी स्माइल्स, people are happy. And as soon as something happens where that money flow stops or that cash flow is not what you want it to be, then you see the ugly side of people. Today, I have reasons to believe that China is largely orchestrating Iran's behavior to a very large extent. China is doing it, Russia is giving a helping hand. And they can do pretty much what they feel like, because China and the Chinese troops were very friendly when I was on the line of actual control, and I'm talking about 1997 and middle of 98, after which I went to JNK. They were very friendly. They would wave, we would wave. And this waving thing happened even in Galwan. It happened everywhere. Well, lately there was bloodshed a few years back in Galwan, all of you know. So the Chinese just kept quiet and they kept on building their army. They kept on building their economy. And suddenly one day the people realized that they had the biggest navy in the world, bigger than the US Navy. Though not in terms of lethality, because US Navy has 11 nuclear-powered aircraft carriers, it's a different ball game altogether. But yes, the Chinese will catch up in 10, 12 years. They will catch up. So what you need to do, sir, to answer your question, you need to have massive manufacturing at a massive level. You need to have defense manufacturing at a massive level. You need to be militarily strong. Chanakya said this 2,500 years back. You've all heard of Acharya Chanakya, who wrote the Arthashastra. He said, Koshasya balat senaya jayate. Koshasya balat senaya jayate means from the strength of the treasury the army is born. And this man said it 2,500 years back, 2,500 saal pehle. And he was in and around the time of Alexander the Great. And he said, from the strength of the treasury, 1.9% of the GDP is not going to help you. People say that, no, we are a poor country and we need to put money here, and of course you need to. Then find money. Find money. We were supposed to have 65 squadrons. Air Force, 65 squadrons. You know who gave the number of 65? It was Mr. J.R.D. Tata. When India lost the 1962 war with the Chinese, the government of the day created a commission. The head of the commission, that fact-finding body, was Mr. J.R.D. Tata. And he said, and apart from being a very great business leader, he was an intellectual giant. And Mr. Tata said India needs 65 squadrons. From 65, it came to 55, to 45, then they said 42. Today we are at 29. We are at 29. All right? And we have ordered, or we are in the process of ordering 114 Rafales and maybe 120 Tejas, etc. But the fact of the matter is, by the time we receive, or we start to receive all these aircraft, we would have got down to 22 squadrons. Literally half of what we need to fight collusivity, and this collusivity is between Pakistan and China. So at one point in time, we used to say, there is China to the east and Pakistan to the west, right? If you look at the map, there is China to the east and Pakistan to the west. Today, sir, the truth is there is China to the east and China to the west. Pakistan is simply an extension of China. Like you're seeing that Iran, in more ways than one, is an extension of China. So that is what is happening. If we need to be strong, you would have heard, Binay Namanat Jaladijad, Gaye Teen Din Beet, Bole Ram Sakop Tab, Bhai Ben Hoye Na Preet. There is no friendship without fear, unless you can instill fear in the hearts of both your friends and your enemies. China will not let you survive. China will not let you live. There can be only one boss in Asia. India does not want to be a boss. India wants to get along with everybody. That is our nature. We don't say that, we want to be the leaders, we want to be a superpower. We have never said we want to be a superpower. We are talking about Vishwaguru, which means that the global teacher who teaches, who shares values. China is not interested in values. They're interested in raw power. And they will come back to Galwan, sir. The Chinese will come back to Galwan. ये जो मैंने आपको सुंदरकांड का पढ़ाया था, आपने सुना है ये? नहीं सुना है? With your permission, sir, मैं context समझा दूं. When Prabhu Shri Ram was at the edge of the sea, he prayed to the god of the sea. And he said that my wife Sita is in Lanka. Please part the ocean so I can walk. So for 3 days he was thirsty, he was hungry, and he prayed to the sea god. And the sea god did not appear. So in anger, he took out his bow and arrow and pointed the arrow towards the sea. Binay Namanat Jaladijad. Request. The stupid water does not listen to Lord Ram's request. Gaye teen din beet. 3 days have passed. Bole Ram Sakop Tab. Then in anger, Prabhu Shri Ram said, Bhai Ben Hoye Na Preet. There is no friendship without fear. So unless you lift up your bow and point it to the ocean will not part. Scam है सर ये वासुदेव कुटुंबकम वगैरह ये सब गलत है. I am very against it. The projection of military power, the projection of economic power. You help all these countries in the neighborhood. You give money to everybody. You give money to Bangladesh. You give money to Nepal. You give money to Maldives. Every year in our budget, we give hundreds of crores of rupees to these countries. And we don't demand anything in return. You know how they behave. Because we do not project power. And unless we learn to project power, these things will keep on happening. Something will happen thousands of kilometers away and it will hurt us. Because we are not powerful enough. When I say powerful, I mean diplomacy. We should be in a position to tell Iran कि हमारे 50 जहाज जाएंगे और 50 जहाज छोड़ोगे. And you maintain relations. Do whatever you have to do, but you have to manage. You have to manage your supply chains. Without that, we are pretty much finished.